So I came down again, too low here.
Don't be afraid to come up higher.
Yeah? Like for my back? Yeah, oh, I see. Big hinge.
It doesn't hurt to come up a bit higher, a couple of inches.
Okay, so I brought her here.
Then you come falling up through here.
Okay,
so come a little bit
got
further.
it.
But when you cut one in here, you almost had a Humboldt on this part. See here? That actually hit the log along here.
Okay.
So these have to come perfectly straight together.
Okay, thanks guys.
Very good, Hank.
Take one. It's training day? Well, as you folks know, we came up a little short on the woodshed. So we're back. We're gonna have to fell a few trees today, which will give me a lot of practice. Trouble is, all the leaves have fallen, and we're not that great at figuring out which tree is which. The trouble is, you know, some trees are pretty distinctive, but when it comes to hardwood, I think the biggest issue we all have is trying to figure out basswood from maple. When a basswood is young, the bark is pretty distinctive, so you can tell pretty easily. But when you've got no leaves on the trees to speak of, and a basswood starts to get older or matures, the bark starts to look very, very much like a maple. In fact, I'll show you one right here. Looks pretty maple-like to some degree, but we already split a couple of logs off of it. And even though it's hardwood, trouble is basswood does not offer a lot of BTUs in the boiler. It's almost as bad as softwood. So when we're cutting trees down today, we want to try to make sure we stick into ash, oak, and maple. And we don't have a lot of oak. So we're figuring we're about 3 cords short of filling that shed. So we were talking yesterday, I'm figuring we need about 10 trees. Husky Bob says 12 for sure. I guess we'll find out. And well, it's pretty darn hard trying to figure out dead standing versus a good healthy tree. Unless of course there's visible rot. We prefer to take the dead standing.
That's what we're listening for.
Well, I have to admit, a little closer to level, but still angled. But I got a much higher hinge, as Guy said, to put a little bit above, so I did. Looks like she split off well. But you can see, always on the far corner for me, I can't make a meet. So I had to get it out a little bit more, and I ended up going down instead of clean. But I think we're okay. Looked a lot better than the one 2 weeks ago. It certainly than the one this morning, so. All right. Yeah, well, thanks. You're right. The hinge being a bigger hinge, I think it fell evenly, like there's not a whole lot of stuff. It's all pretty even under there. Take a look at my handiwork.
Yes, left a little bit more here, which is good. Landed there.
Yeah, but see how I keep coming in?
Yeah.
Like this should be totally flush, right?
Yep.
Yeah. For these people to see.
Better practice.
Yeah. I keep digging in there, but yeah. And I measure now. I take the saw at this level and then I bring it up on the back.
Yeah.
To give me an idea.
That extra. That or even.
Okay. Well, hey, here we go.
Yeah, it was hollow.
Yeah. I'm afraid to show them this one, but I guess I should.
You went too far this way,
Yeah.
so you're over top of your cut.
Okay.
You want a hinge all the way across. Now you got a nice hinge there,
Right.
but you just pivoted it to last and you undercut this one, so there's no strength at all. There's no hinge to get things to go down.
Okay.
It just split right off. So you should have, when you were right about here, she was going.
It was, eh?
Yeah, and you could have
Okay.
backed out because that was starting to open up. That was time to leave.
Yeah. Still, my stuff is so crappy, eh? My corners.
Yeah, it just, like I say, it takes practice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so what would you rate this one? A, B, C, D minus, back to school, summer school maybe?
X, Y, and Z used to.
No, I'll just settle for an F. Thanks,
Not
Guy.
a fail, but
Yeah, thank you so much.
we've got a good hinge. Maybe a little closer.
Yeah.
Good hinge all the way across.
I still keep digging in though, eh?
Yeah. You want to see a perfect join. Hard to do. So that's a good hinge. And that took it exactly where you wanted.
Yeah. And hey, kind of level. My cuts for a change.
Yeah.
Better at the level part.
And you cleared your branches up there, which I thought might have hung us up. I went through it.
Yeah, I saw the hang in there for a second, but we made it. Alrighty. Well, I don't know if my heart could take any more in one day. I think it's time to sharpen that saw and clean up my stumps. I think we can get a couple of blocks out of each of them.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again, Guy. Quite an interesting morning, I tell you. You watch Buck and Billy Ray Smith or Cotton Top or some of these guys, they make it look so easy, but there's a lot to learn, and you get a little bit better with every tree, I think, or at least I hope. Thanks so much for sticking around today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the channel or the content on the channel, please click the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. Have a great week with your families, and please be kind to each other. And I'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter, and you've been watching GP Outdoors. Cheers.